Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
The globe called wants you. It's Jose JG. Boom! And we are live on Florida, USA. Know what time it is? Boom time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. If you are watching this live or recorded, please hit the thumbs up under this video. Hit the like button. That's what's up in this neighborhood right here. Also, share the show. If you share the show, you will dream with unicorns tonight. See? Support the channel via PayPal or Super Chat. If you give me money, good things will come to you. Now, join the cult. Welcome to the Globe Cult Live. Let's do it. I gotta do a little tweak over here on the on. I have to do a small tweak on OBS on what you guys see. So let me give you with the frog view for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I did a small adjustment, a tiny resize, a tiny resize over here on the view on YouTube. Hopefully, because the participant are just waiting in the watch page, so I can come back and review it. Participant only show the person speaking, so this should be good. See, we got a little bigger view. It looks strange, weird. Yes, I will fix it one day. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna change it. I have to add lots of symbolism around of cult symbolism. So that's what we do around here. Remember, everybody, like the video, share the show, and give me money. If you do those three things, if you do the whole three, you are the doors. The doors are already open for you to join the Globe Cult. But if you do those three things, you will be inside the building of the Globe Cult. You know, I'm welcoming you. Please join us in the Globe Cult. How can you do that? Well, that is rather simple. You click on the link that is in the YouTube chat box, because in Discord is where we make it happen. Once you click on the Discord server daily, boom, your soul is saved and you are a step closer to the globe cold. Join us now. I don't know if I gotta go this close to speak, but I beg your pardon. I beg to differ. I don't know if I gotta get really close, but I'm just okay. Farmer's boy is in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, mate?
Welcome to the Globe Cold.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here. There isn't any other cult I'd rather be in.
Hails to the I gotta do 2 hails. Hail to the squeaky earth. Farmer's boy, you just joined right on time. It's been raining, so I don't know if the sound is too crisp, but at least we get a little bit of a sound. Shout out to all the frogs, and shout out to one more item I need to shout out. This item is the YouTube chat box. Marcus Dresden, Charlie Welsh, Zep Tepi, Farmer's Boy, Charlie Welsh, Stefan Mudd, Stone Monkey, Mike M, all in the house, along with 20 people watching, 21 watching on YouTube land. How about that?
That's good.
What are the necessities for one to be in the globe cult? Farmers, give us some insight on what this cult is about.
Right. Well, to be a proper member of the Globe cult, first you have to accept reality. You have to accept the world around us. You have to accept that the Earth is indeed spherical in shape. If you can make a start there, you're well on your way to being a proper member of the Globe cult.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
Well,
at all.
Yeah, you'd like to think that, but unfortunately, even in this day and age, there are some people who struggle to do just that.
How about common sense?
Yeah, common sense is becoming rarer and rarer these days, it seems, and so many people are just quite happily reject it. Common sense does help, yes. If you want to be a member of this cult, common sense is an advantage, and your ability to use it.
I think the issue is what is common nowadays in order to make sense of it.
Well,
is there something common?
Well, as I've been saying for a while, common sense is getting rare. You know, your common sense tells you, if you just go out and watch something simple like a sunset, common sense tells you that it's not the sun that's moving, it's us. So you've just demonstrated to yourself that A, the Earth isn't flat, and B, it's not stationary. Now that to me is common sense. But no, there seem to be so many people who will have nothing to do with it. And we'll just make up some bullshit instead.
Why would some people accept reality when they can just say like hologram and other kind of nonsense and shit?
Because they're weird. I don't know. This has puzzled me since I first realised that there is a modern flat Earth movement. Why? Why would you want to believe that in the face of all the evidence? Why would you choose to believe otherwise? What's the point?
Flat earthers, they get aggravated, they get angry, they get offended when one call them when one tell them, oh, so you're from the flat earth society. Oh, the flat earth society says this and that, right? Why
Yes,
they get offended with that? They are part of the society, and they are flat earthers, so they are the flat earth society.
Well, I've seen that a lot. You know, these videos that have been put together, you know, as a professional production, and they say, oh, well, what do you think of flat Earth society? Oh, no, that's all fake. They're lies. They're not real flat earthers. Well, what is a real flat earther? If you say the Earth is flat, to my mind, you're a flat earther. Doesn't matter, you know, which ridiculous part of it you believe in.
It's getting heavy, the rain over here, man.
Oh, I'd love to have some rain over here right now.
You don't hear it, right?
No.
Nor here. And so the microphone worked. If I had this open, this other microphone, it would be all kinds of mess.
Hang on. Let me turn you up a lot. No, can't hear it.
All right. I'm going to quickly switch to these headphones. Quickly switch to them. Let's see. Slowing down a little bit, but you hear wind noise, right? A little bit.
Yeah, but I can't hear the rain. Don't think so. But your other mic's a better mic anyway.
It's a little, yeah, it sounds a little better. All right. I just not gonna keep with it. I'll let it be with this one right here. Leslie Wipes, how you doing, man? Welcome to the Globe Cult.
Hey man. Oh yeah, just back from work. It's freaking hot.
Yeah.
How? Whoa, look at that. Hey, I got money on. I got money on PayPal. Yo, big cult brother Jose Baus. This is Marcus Dresden. Give me a lot of money on PayPal. 500 Mexican dollars. That's a lot of money. Fucking A. I mean, I remember, wasn't 100 Mexican dollars like $15, like $14 American? This is 500 Mexican dollars. Dude, Marcus Dresden. That's crazy, man. Thank you so much for your support on PayPal. 500, that's $24.
Do you mean Mexican pesos?
Mexican pesos. I say dollars. Yeah, it wasn't 14. It was like, I don't know. But 500 Mexican dollars. Thank you so much. Ándale, arriba, arriba. Why do I do the castañeda? The clickety, that's Spain.
Castanets. Yes,
yeah, that's Spain.
That's Spanish, isn't it?
Ole. I got all the other Spanish things all mixed up. I know my Puerto Rican peeps. That's about it. Oh man, Shike is in the house. Welcome to the Globe Cult.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be a member of the Globe Cult?
You know, like any other cult, I suppose.
Does it feel normal?
Well, I think it's normal. I don't think it's a cult, but if you want to call it that, it's fine.
The Random Explorer always have wanted to join a cult. The Random Explorers look no further. Welcome to the Globe Cult. You are a member now. How about that? How does that feel, man? I'm just giving cult memberships right and left today. Welcome, brother. We have the first mascot of the Globe Cult. And it is no other than a black cat. Why am I telling you this like waiting like you've been watching my screen? No, you don't watch. You don't see it. But you will see it in a moment. Here we go. Let me show you the screen.
Well, she was behind me. She's buggered off again now. I think it's too hot up here for her.
Glad you asked, Tusk. Well, you need special shoes to join the cult. No, just with a very affordable membership of $24.99 per day, you can be a member of the Globe Cult. Damn, $24.99 per day. That's
Oh.
it. Unlimited membership as long as you pay the $24.99 per day. That's so fucked up. That sounds so expensive. Welcome to the cult, Tusk. The first two are for free. I already gave the two free memberships. Random Explorer, and you got you are in the Globe Cult now.
Oh dear.
You only flip flops every once in a while. Oh wait, I think that's a contradiction, right? Tell me why having flip flops on the Globe Cult is a contradiction. What do you think?
Is it? How does that work?
I don't know. Isn't there a character called Flip Flop? He's an asshole and he denies a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. I've met him.
Well, is he a member of the Globe Cult?
I think he occasionally stops by, but I'm not sure he's a fully paid up member. Yeah, don't know.
Only $24.99 per day. That's it. I was gonna say per hour, but I'm giving you the freebie of a full day for $24.99 for shoes. Yeah, you can buy shoes with that. It's getting tired now. Terrain. Yeah, I did a little bit of gardening two nights ago. I've cleaned up a little bit of a weed and replanted a couple plants, and I did a couple of things, and it feels good, man. It looks clean, and it feels refreshing.
I can't. I want to. I need to do some weeding, but the ground's so dry and hard. It's like bloody concrete. I'm not touching it. We need the rain first before I can even think about doing that.
What if you grab a hose and just spray a little bit?
That still need a fair amount of water to sort of get down and soften it up enough. I mean, the soil here when it's dry, it just goes rock hard. It's just like, yeah, just forget about it till we need a decent amount of rain. I mean, several days worth.
All right. Yeah. Over here, the terrain is already so saturated, like with an hour of rain. It's been like all night. Last night, it's been almost raining. So, I mean, when I step in the front little lawn yard thing, if I step on it, it'd be like so squishy and smooshy, and just the water.
Yeah.
And if it keeps raining hard like this right now, the water start just coming up because the terrain just have the dirt just already absorb everything. It's just so very wet.
Yeah. No, I'm on we're about 150 meters above sea level, and it's quite sort of dry soil anyway. So, yeah, I don't suffer from flooding where I am. Let's put it that way.
Right, that's all right. Good. Mr. Malord with $1.99 super chat. Where's the Kool-Aid?
Ooh. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid wants you.
We're in a cult. There must be Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah. The Kool-Aid wants you. Oh, yeah. What is that? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the Kool-Aid, but I think I pulled a Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't get that over here.
Oh, man. Shout out to the Kool-Aid, man. What is up with the Kool-Aid? I just learned Kool-Aid now in the past few years when I found the flatter. There's a lot of things that I just found for the first time. I mean, don't be in my culture and none of this shit. Well, what's the story behind the Kool-Aid? Anybody want to tell me? And shout out to Pronouns, just joined the call too.
What you mean, as in don't drink the Kool-Aid?
Yes, I see. As in the saying in the conspiracy territory, the Kool-Aid is part of it. The drinking the Kool-Aid. What is it? Can somebody explain me?
Yes. Have you ever heard of the Jonestown Massacre?
I might have. don't recall details or nothing like that.
It was Jonestown was this sort of weird sect set up by a chap called Jim Jones, and
Right.
it is strictly called. It was the People's Temple, and it was in Guyana. And he was basically he was doing all sorts of seriously deviant and dangerous stuff with members of his society. What he used to do was he used to regularly call all the townspeople together and get them to drink the Kool-Aid. And he was getting them used to drinking the Kool-Aid because at some point he poisoned them all
It was gonna be all right, heavy duty
by,
poison to just take
by
out.
putting cyanide in the Kool-Aid. And these weren't just men and women, there were children too. And in
Yeah,
total,
yeah.
918 people died, hence the Jonestown Massacre. But that's where the don't drink the Kool-Aid comes from.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only thing is, it wasn't actually Kool-Aid that he was serving up. It was some kind of weird
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't
alternative or
Kool-Aid,
something. I
but-
think. Yeah, it wasn't Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but that's where that whenever somebody says, "Oh, don't drink the Kool-Aid," that's where it comes from. The Jonestown Massacre.
Yeah, it became the Kool-Aid as a part of the meme conspiracy type of thing,
Yes.
so people can
Yeah,
understand that was a drink, that.
Yeah.
A fruity drink, probably some shit like that. Damn, man.
Mm. He was a nasty piece of work. He used to do all sorts of things that I don't really want to talk about here. And yeah, in the end, he persuaded everybody that the only course of action was to kill themselves. So he got them to drink this concoction that had got cyanide in it, and yeah, pretty much most of them died.
I'm not saying that I am a cult illiterate, but I am cult illiterate. Even though I'm part of the Globe cult. Join the Globe cult. Join today. There's no Kool-Aid being served in this cult, so don't be afraid.
Yeah. Well, although actually, if you did serve Kool-Aid, it would be okay because, as Nestle said, it wasn't actually Kool-Aid, but that's where that whole meme comes from. Of don't drink the Kool-Aid.
That's a cool part of being in a cult. You never realize you are part of the cult.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we know a lot of people like that, don't we? Unfortunately.
Now, it's a lot of, we have spoken about this, and Alk, shout out to Alk, I just see him in the chat. We have talked about cults and the flat earth as a cult. We have commented on this for a long time. But still, the one that resembles a cult more in this type of discussion is not the globe. The globe is just the one that doesn't resemble a cult. The globe is just the reality, people that just believe or think or know that we're in a globe. Just the regular, normal, good old average people. So they flat earthers think that the majority of people, the 99.9% of the people, are in a cult, combined cult. Is you might be mistaken, but I think that's what we call being normal and living in a society, being part of humanity and acting as a normal human being, right? Hard working, acting normal, being sociable, learning. If that's what you call a cult, well, I'm in a cult, I guess. The Kool-Aid meme actually comes from Ken Casey's Merry Pranksters, where they laced it with LSD. It just gotten confused with the Jonestown Massacre, though.
Have to look into that. Yeah.
Maybe the same time frame or whatever around that.
Don't know.
There was a drink involved with the Jonestown, and then there was the Kool-Aid with LSD around the time, and it got a little bit intertwined.
And just this phenomena, I forgot its name, where people remember things not as they really were.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Right. Yes. Yes, I believe that came about because an awful lot of people believed that. Was it they believed that Mandela was dead or something when he wasn't?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, somewhat. I can't remember now. It's somewhat along those lines. But yeah, they're so damn convinced that they remember something in a certain way, and yet, if you look into it, no, it's never been that at all. But they're convinced that they've seen something on telly or it was something in a film or something. And I think 99.9% of the time they are just misremembering. But you just remember it so well that you're convinced you're right.
Yeah. And I heard, where did I see this? The Jeranism. Because there's this Brian Staveley guy, the Mandela Effect guy. He's
Mhm.
disgusting. He's just a disgusting, low life person. This Brian Staveley guy, very disrespectful and a piece of shit. He talked about the Mandela Effect. That was for free. That adjectives that I talk about, Brian Staveley, those are for free because you're a piece of shit. He talked about the Mandela
Okay, fair
effect,
enough.
right? You talk about the Mandela effect, and then even Jeran from the Jeranism debunked him in one of his shows when he said like, well, Brian Staveley talking about look at the Mandela effect when this actress received an Oscar and she said, "You like me, you really like me," or some shit like that, and then by those times in the late 70s or 80s, I mean, everybody didn't have access to TiVo and VCR and recording. We didn't have access to the internet and YouTube videos, so we couldn't watch an Oscars, let's say an Oscars presentation. They do once a year, and those who caught the Oscars live, those saw him. Those the news will show a little clips. They do a little compilation. They show a little clips. But if you don't see that, you missed it. You're gonna either read it in the papers or see it in the news live, right? But then there's gonna be the commercials that are gonna get to it. They're gonna a commercial, right? Let's say Dorito or Frito-Lay. They say, oh, this person won an Oscar. Let's go, got it. Hey, I got a contract for you here. $2 million if you give us a shout out. Do a free commercial for me. You just gotta act like you winning an Oscar, grabbing a Frito-Lay bag. And she like, oh, you like me, you really do, or whatever. Now this person changed what she spoke a little bit, right? So if she say, oh, thank you, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in the commercial she say, oh, thank you, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. People is gonna watch this commercial 100 times, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times for years. This commercial is going to be lingering when you're watching news, your soap operas, your movies, your kids' cartoons, right? When you're watching this, you're going to have a commercial saying, oh, thank you, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. People is going to forget. People probably didn't even hear the Oscars when she say, oh, thank you, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So there's two things different right there. So, and then the people say like, oh, don't you remember when she won the Oscar? She said thank you, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But now, now there's a video clip when she's saying 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because now, thanks to the internet, we have recovered a lot of old footage, old things that people haven't seen for decades, and now people is seeing those for the first time. But you have in the mind what you have seen already 1,000 times. You think what you've seen 1,000 times is the original, but the original is something that you have never seen in your life. You just are seeing it for the first time. Then that was a long rant, and I don't know if I even made sense, but I had to get that out of the system. Fucking A.
Yes, I've just found the origin of the Mandela effect comes from the paranormal researcher. There you go. Paranormal researcher Fiona Broome, who reported having vivid and detailed memories of news coverage of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, which is quite clever because he was president of South Africa from 94 to 99, and he died in 2013. But she was so convinced, she'd such vivid memories and dreams of Nelson Mandela dying in prison. And apparently lots of other people since have said, oh yeah, that's what we all thought as well.
Pronoun, what do you know about it?
No, that's pretty much what I heard. That's what Farmer Boy just said. That's kind of how I remembered it. I mean, I remember him alive, so I don't know where this whole thing he died in jail thing came.
Yeah. I remember him being released from
Yeah.
prison because he was locked up for
that's-
years, wasn't he, poor bugger?
Yeah.
Well, and I actually did I think I was in 6th grade. I had to do a project about South Africa. So I remember doing that. So I'm like, I remember that project because he was still alive at the time.
This another quick example. Forrest Gump. People keep bringing this as a Mandela effect. When he say life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get, right? But
He doesn't.
he doesn't say that in the movie. He say life was. My mom always say life was like a box of chocolate. That's the movie, right? But
Yep.
when they were promoting the movie, when they were going around, they show a few video clips and they got the behind the scenes. And he's sitting there. He's like, "Oh, life is like a box of chocolate." They're rehearsing. They're checking the camera angles. The mom actually say, "Oh, Forrest, you know the life is like a box of chocolates." But and then also they did a few comedy sketches and they invite him. They say, "Yeah, you want to do this line or whatever?" "Oh, life is like a box of chocolate," and he did a few comedy in I don't know if Saturday Night Live and some shit like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people saw a lot of this on TV. People saw a lot of this, and a lot of the people didn't even watch the movie, or maybe they watched the movie once and then what they recollect is what they seen on TV, repeated over and over, the same thing as a commercial.
Yep.
There was probably even a commercial. Life is like a box of chocolate. Buy our chocolates today. So people remember this because they heard it over and over. And then when they rewatch the movie recently, they say, "Oh, wait a minute. I remember it in a different way." No, you don't. You just don't remember the original
No.
way,
No, I remember life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what are you going to get.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
mom
she-
say that. Yeah,
That's
what
the
she
mom
say.
said.
Exactly.
Yeah, but actually in the film, it's the one where he's sitting on the bench waiting for the bus, and he does sort of say, "My mum always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never
Yeah.
know what you're going to get." Because if you go back and watch the film now, and get to that bit, he does say "was" and not "is."
Yes, exactly. But
Yeah.
then people
Everybody remembers it as life is like a box of chocolates, but
Well-
that's not what he says in the film.
To be honest,
Mhm.
I don't remember what he said. I remember her saying it.
Well,
yeah,
but
right.
everybody quotes it in, it's always in the Forrest Gump voice, life is like a box of chocolates. He doesn't say that. He says life was like a box of chocolates. But you have to go back and watch, because I've seen that on the net as well and thought, really? So quickly called up Forrest Gump, had a look. Yes, life was like a box of chocolates. I thought, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think
Kind of
one
like when that. Go ahead.
sorry, it's kind of I think one of the oldest ones is the Casablanca thing where Humphrey Bogart's permanently turns around and says, "Play it again, Sham." Never actually says that.
But there are a lot
ball.
of misattributed quotes. If you watch any of the old Star Trek series, not once does Kirk say "Beam me up, Scotty."
But you know what? He might have probably say it, but not in in a movie. Probably on a TV show, as for promoting or doing a sketch or something. It might have happened.
Might
but
have done, but
not the
in
movie,
all of
exactly.
the early the early Star Trek series. I mean, we're talking 70s before they did a film. He never ever said "Beam me up, Scotty."
Are you
But
sure?
everybody, yes, and everybody immediately thinks, "No, Kirk says "Beam me up,
Shite.
Scotty." No,
Shite,
No,
Shite
he
is the
did.
Mandela guy today.
He did say "Beam me up, Scotty."
well, you go and find a clip where he says "Beam me up, Scotty." I'll be very surprised if you can, because he doesn't.
Okay.
There are
I'm
so
on
many
Challenge accepted.
There are so many misquotes out of films. I mean, Apocalypse Now. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It reminds me of Victory. You've just cut an entire chunk of his speech out.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He says that, but not that close together. I mean, that happens in all sorts of films. Everybody just remembers what they think is a famous line, and you think, hang on a minute, he didn't actually say that.
And then they look, "I am your father." He say, "Look,
Yeah,
I
that's
am
what I
your
was about to
father."
say.
He say that on a TV show also, like in a talk
in,
show.
in the film, he says, doesn't he say, "No, I am your father"?
Yeah, exactly. In the film, he's like, "No,"
Because Luke's sort of saying, "Oh, Ben told me that you killed my father," and he says, "No,
Yeah.
I am
a lot
your
of people
father."
a lot of people didn't. I mean, people that didn't see that on the theater, or maybe they saw it in the theater, but then they watched the TV show and they say, "Oh, remember that part? Luke, I am your father." It's just a the actual actor misquoting himself in a TV show, and a lot of people saw that.
That's that's the first Star Wars film I saw in the cinema. What was that, 81 or something, I think. So I was, 11? And at the time, of course, there's no internet, nothing like that. There's no spoilers out there. People knew that there was some sort of, there might be some sort of big reveal, but nobody had any idea. And I watched it pretty soon after it came out, so there were no rumors or anything going around. And when you sit there and old Vader says, "No, I am your father," and
that's good.
you could have heard a fucking pin drop in that cinema. Everybody's just like, "What? What?"
I think,
of course,
now
everything gets fucking spoiled, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of these misquotes are attributed to impressionists that have, at one point or another, done a scene of some famous movie.
That's it.
I think so. Yeah.
And in the TV, there's a bigger audience than in the movie-going theater. Movie-going, I don't know, a few million people go to see it, and in the TVs, there's double, triple, 4 times, 10 times the amount of people that go to the movie theaters. They're just chilling at home, watching a regular Saturday night TV show, or just watching your favorite, whatever shows. And then in the commercials, a lot of commercials, they do movie quotes and stuff with like acting, same actors or whatever promoting. That is easy to understand that there's a bigger audience listening to sketches, to comedy sketches on TV than watching a movie. And if you watch a movie sketch promoting a movie or an interview, when they repeat a quote or they say something from the movie, and then people watch the movie later, they say, like, what? Slightly different, right?
It's like when people do the Arnie impression and they always go,
exactly. I love it.
I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and it was Arnie Schwarzenegger going through. He was sort of going over his major films that he'd done. What I hadn't realised, that in Terminator, when they tell him, "Oh, your line is I'll be back," and he said, "No, that's wrong." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "No. If that was me, I would say I will be back." Because, that's how we'd say it in his native tongue. And he says, "No, I will be back." And I said, No. It's I'll be back. Trust me. And apparently he had to rehearse it. And they had multiple takes of him saying, "I'll be back," because it was so alien to him to say that. And of course, it's one of the most famous Schwarzenegger lines in bloody history. "I'll be back." But to him, it was just like he really struggled to say it, because his natural inclination was to say, "I will be back." They obviously don't use contractions so much as we do.
I know there's one recent movie he did a few years ago after he was governor. He did 1 or 2 movies, and it was more the comedy side, and he had a smaller part, but he makes fun of a lot of his own quotes in the movies and his accent. He exaggerates. And I like him.
What was what?
I don't remember.
There was a string of films. There was a team of them. There was him, Sly Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Wesley.
Yes, Expendables, yeah.
Yeah, and at one point, even Schwarzenegger says something. Yeah, he sort of says, "Oh, get to the chopper,"
Yeah, they make fun of the movies. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he did one. He was like a mafia team. They got hired to kill this big campaign, like the big shot on the city, and the end it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was him or something like that. Killing Gunther. I don't know. It rings the bells.
Yes.
I gotta rewatch that because I watched it once, not paying attention, but it was a cool movie. I laughed at the Arnold cameos, man. It was cool.
Oh yeah. Oh Christ, that is a while since. Yeah, I'm just making a note of that. I must watch it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it and try to pay attention this time because it was funny. I enjoyed it. We've received your beam me up, Mr.
Beam me up, Mr. Spark.
What the hell is that?
Oh, dear.
What is that? Chike, defend yourself.
Well, it
man.
spoke,
Yeah, I mean, some actors are just so famous for these lines that, it turns out they never said. Yeah, like I said, the Casablanca one, that's a classic, you never said it.
Yeah. How about the versions of the edited movies for TV? Like, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon, when they changed the boy.
Do you know
They
they do?
I love
They
it.
do that a lot over here. And films that you think, why does what did I catch a tail end of again yesterday? Oh, The Martian. And because the entire film played before 9 o'clock in the evening, which they designate as our watershed, there's the bit at the end where he's got all these prospective astronauts, all of basically these kids, and he's saying, right, let me get a few things out of the way. First, yes, I did live off potatoes that I grew in my own shit, and let's never speak of that again. And they cut that bit out. Because he's mentioning, because he said the word shit before 9 o'clock. No. He says, first, let me get a few things out of the way, and let's never talk about that again. You think, talk about what? Oh, talk about what? He didn't actually say it. So there is still an awful lot of that over here that they if it's on before 9 o'clock, things just get cut. Now, what they used to do back in the 80s, where they'd hire somebody to overdub parts of the film. The worst one was Aliens, the film Aliens, and whoever they got to say words over the top of Sigourney Weaver didn't sound anything like her. And there was actually there was a comedian over here, Harry Enfield, and he actually did a scene where these two guys meet up, and he sort of says, "Hey, did you fund my wife?" It was that bad, and this was going out on national TV. They thought, "Oh, we'll just try and we'll try and replace it with another word said by somebody else," and it was just so achingly obvious what they'd done.
Oh God, those were the years of what was her name? Was it Mary Whitehouse?
This was I guess sort of late 80s, early 90s
Yeah.
when these things are coming on TV, and it was awful. And it's like, why do you even bother? I mean, like I said, the films that they muck about with over here, you think, well, what certificate was that film? And it's like, a PG-12, and you think, and it's on at sort of like 8 o'clock in the evening. And that do you really feel the need to cut it further than it already was? When you think about what kids can watch on the news.
Yeah. They have times have changed. It's all right. I mean, in all the Marvel movies, they are PG-13, and whatever. They're in Disney Plus, in Disney, and they say a lot of times shit and dickhead and shit like that. And then they got and then they can say one fuck per movie. The word fuck is available.
Yeah, and then you watch like the latest series of The Boys on Netflix.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, that's just like fuck it. Let's do and say anything we like.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
I enjoy the whole season 1, 2, 3. The third one, I just saw the finale yesterday. It was good, man. I enjoyed it.
yeah, it was the first episode of this series that got me. That was bloody hell. I mean, the whole lot of it, to be honest. Yeah, but it is weird the way that you're showing a film that's already been sort of cut about to show at the cinema, and then you think that putting it on the TV, you've got to cut it even more. I mean, really, just leave the bloody thing alone, or don't bother showing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, will they ever show? Will they ever show the movie Django Unchained on TV? I don't think they will ever. But that movie say the N word like 1,000 times.
I'm sure. No, that's been shown over here. I'm sure it is.
Regular TV, really?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
it has.
It has,
Wow.
yeah.
How about Tropic Thunder? That nowadays is called
Yes.
controversial because of the
Yes,
black.
that's most definitely been shown on TV over here. Yeah, but I don't think it was cut to shreds either.
Really? Wow.
I don't think so. It's been a while since I watched it, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I suppose you could look at that and go, "Oh, people get upset." Well, don't watch it then. If you're liable to take offence, don't watch the bloody film.
Yeah.
Why ruin it for everybody else? Especially that one, because it is a bloody funny film.
It's funny.
You people, what do you mean, you people?
Yeah, I enjoy that film a lot.
Never go full retard.
Yep. Yeah, but now with the what is what is, I mean, with this, what we living now, what is uh what is good, what is wrong to say, what is, what you can say, what you cannot, with this cultural, bullshit that is going on social medias. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate all of
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Universities are becoming safe spaces, and people aren't allowed to teach this, that, or the other because the students might get upset. Really, fucking snowflakes. Uh,
it. Yeah.
you know, grow a spine, grow a pair.
Yeah.
People seem to forget it's perfectly okay for people to get offended.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, this whole wokeness is. Oh
Yeah,
god.
man. I fucking hate it. And I was watching I was watching a series just on the side, like, just something, and then in this one scene, this comes this new character, and she like, "What are you doing in my office?" One girl to another, and she like, "Hi, I am whatever." I'm just making it. I'm Samantha. She, her, and the other one, oh, I'm Danny. She, her also, and I go like, what the fuck this come from in the third season after so much that I have seen? Where the fuck is she, her come from? What the dude? I was so fucking aggravated. I almost stopped watching. But then I watched like one or two more episodes. I said, all right, they didn't go full retardation with with the cultural, normal, new normal.
Well,
Hate.
we we just recently, within the last few weeks, there's a bank over here called the Halifax, and they have started putting pronouns on staff members' badges, and people started complaining. And their social media manager, Halifax's social media manager, said, if you don't like it, you can take your custom elsewhere. So people have been doing so in droves.
Mm.
Just because, really, we don't need to see pronouns on people's badges. And everybody complained, and he said, "Well, basically said, fine, if you don't like it, fuck off." So
Yeah.
people have been.
Fuck
Fine, we'll
yeah.
close our accounts and take our money elsewhere. Up yours.
Yeah, I think the somebody gonna help me in the chat. There's this white guy, white dude in YouTube. He's got like longer hair. He's really buffed. He's funny. He does a lot of criticism to politics and all that kind of shit. And he did a video about wokeness, how to be a woke person. I don't remember the channel, but I remember that's the title of the video. Let me look it up so I can recommend it so you can see, you can watch that video on how to
Hmm.
be a woke person. It is
I,
funny, man.
I don't want to be woke, for fuck's sake.
Oh, but you got it then. Yeah, you have to watch. You have to watch it. Oh, that's a Awaken with JP. That's JP. For those who haven't heard it, you gotta watch it. I used to get recommended, and I saw this guy that the thumbnails. I say, "Who the fuck is this guy, weirdo?" But that's the first video I saw just a few months ago, and yeah, man, I appreciate
Oh yes,
that
oh
guy.
that guy.
Yeah,
I, I don't follow him. I have seen him once or twice, I think.
yeah. I recommend
Yeah,
that
with
video.
with the long flowing locks and
So you can,
the
yeah.
face fungus. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can see how ridiculous it is. He just gave a criticism, a few examples of wokeness nowadays, bro. Fucking, that's good. Yeah, shout out to Alk. He knows JP. Yeah, I hate all that, this new normal and the wokeness, and you cannot say that. The fuck? I got a mouth. I can say whatever the
Yes,
fuck I want.
yes, I
Shit.
can.
Yeah.
Somebody might get offended. Yeah, and
Yeah.
oh dear.
Yes, I can. Shout out to Alk. Alk shared that video. He say there's another a better video of wokeness, criticizing wokeness by another creator. Wash me. Yeah, I say. I mean, we in Puerto Rico, in the community over here, uh, where I used to live in a previous house that I have. I was in black neighborhood. I have black neighbors in Cleveland, Ohio. Our black coworkers, a bunch of them, and we used to call each other niggas. Fuck it, in our faces. We Puerto Ricans, we cool with them. And fuck it, I just say, yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't find that offensive. I'm not saying it to offend anybody, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
We bodies, we dudes, we each others. I'm trying not to say it, and I hold myself to avoid it. But it's nothing wrong with that with me. If you are, I mean, if you belong, if you're in a group of people, if you got trust with them, you can say it. But don't use the term, don't use the phrases to just to offensive in an offensive way, just to take a shit on them or whatever.
Yeah, we have that over here. I mean, obviously that word, but there are certain words that
Yeah.
describing groups of people that are accurate. But no, you're not allowed to call them that. You can't say that. Well, why not?
You know what's next? What's next? That black people cannot call white people bro. Is that next?
Oh.
Black people cannot say bro. We're like, really? What the fuck,
I mean, whilst obviously I've got nothing against that, there are certain individuals who bro has to be every other word, and it's like, yeah, just dial it back a bit. I'm not your bro. Yeah, no, that would be. Oh wow, the next step will be the thought police.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Oh, you can't think that. Yeah, watch me.
Watch me. Yeah, so silly, man. And I understand. I mean, the word retard. I don't appreciate the word retard a lot. Personally, even though I feel like, dude, I gotta call you a fucking retard because that's what you sound like. That's you're acting like a fucking retard right now.
Yes.
I try not to.
Yeah, but sometimes that word is just so applicable. It's just like, no, really, you are acting like a complete retard.
And I just hold myself because I am in YouTube. We are in this platform, and this platform got that rule that
Yes.
certain terms and words are not allowed to say. I mean, are kind of against the community guidelines unless you're doing something educational. But if somebody decide to, oh, I feel offended that Jose say retard, let me report him. Timestamp, oh, he is using offensive words, denigrating people. And YouTube there to watch it. Click, oh yeah, boom, cut the channel. He's using, So I try to avoid that because it's against YouTube rule. Even though most of the flat are fucking retards, almost all of them, I try not to say it. Every once in a while, I just feel free to say like now. Shout out to Stingray. Stingray is definitely not one of those. Stingray is down to earth guy with a cool car. Shout out to Stingray, man.
He's not a retard.
Just so you don't offend me anymore, my correct identification and pronoun, I want to be retard, so fuck you both.
I've got. If you want to be called a retard, I'm all over that. That's fine. You fucking retard.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I want to be. My pronouns are God and the one. God and the one.
There could be only one.
Yeah, I can make whatever the fuck I want, right? I mean, they want to use the Z Zen Tactic Bleak Black. My pronoun is and
from now on, I want you all to call me Loretta.
So much retardation in this fucking pronoun. Is more.
Jose, what was that? You trying to pronounce Elon Musk's kids' names?
Yeah.
Why his names are the kids' names weird like that? Really?
Makes Frank Zappa's choices look positively normal.
Yeah. 44. Oh, 44 like the topic. 44. What pronoun you would like to go to? I like to go by God and the one.
You like my picture I posted?
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Only Chuck Norris can do that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and everything's good. Yeah. Dog.
I like to be known as just the unknown.
The unknown. Yeah, it's fucked up. If I hear a farmer voice speaking for the first time, 44, right? If I hear him the first time, I go, "Hey, what's up, man?" And they say, "You know who he is? Oh, do you know who that is?" I say, "I know who he is. Who is?" Or if I ask, "Who is him?" I know who. You know who he is? Who is him? 44 coming offended like, "Whoa, why are you calling me he and him? I'm not him, him. I'm Z and Z." I go like, "You know what? Go fuck yourself. I'll block your ass and I'll kick you out of the show." The fuck is that? You're here and you're him. You sound like a fucking man. Oh, but I'm a female and I'm born with a with with a condition. Like I sound really deep. Like him. Oh, all right. Oh, you shit. Okay, okay, good. I accept that. But if you're no, I just want to be identified. I want to be addressed as a she and here. Go fuck yourself. You get a dick. Oh, you don't have a dick. Did you cut it? Then you're still a fucking man. Just a fucking a retard man that cut his dick. Fuck off. Sorry, I'm being an asshole today. Shout out to Mr. Gadget in the chat. You're a mute. You're a mutant. You're a mutation. Mutated your body to be something that you are not. That's it. I'm not. I'm not. And don't confuse my angerness with these fucking pronouns with homophobia and none of that shit. I'm none of that. You can be whatever the fuck you want, but don't make me act like you want me to act. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna do me. So fuck yourself. Oh man, there's no normal nowadays. Yeah, the normal is me. I'm not.
Yeah, what is normal?
Who wants to be normal anyway? Do you want to be normal, Sting? Retard Stingray.
No, don't do that. It's just retard. No, I want to be anything but normal.
There you go.
Hey up, retard. Oh dear. I suppose you're all right, ain't you, Stingray? I bet you got your AC on.
I have. Well, the issue that I've got, I'm sat here, fucking money draining out my ass at the moment with these builders and stuff. But my main room, living room, dining room, kitchen is there's a compound on it, which is self-leveling, like heated floor insulation compound, which is causing obviously a chemical reaction as it bonds and sets, which generates fucking heat.
In heat, it's exothermic. Yay!
So the issue is, I've got the heat of the UK that I'm not used to. I've got the heat of that entire fucking floor, and no, my aircon is not keeping up with it, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
I have to throw a big congratulations to Mr. Gadget Carlos. He is free. His gallbladder is gone. I am happy for you. If you were having issues or if you were having a condition, bro, congratulations. You can now go back to be you and agile and happier, bro. So good on you, bro.
Yay! Good for you, mate.
If my right testicle is bothering me, can I go and take it out and say like, "Yo, I'm free now. My right ball is gone." Yeah.
Oh, if you want to,
Why not? I'm
sure.
I'm not gonna have no more. I'm not gonna have kids. I'm older now. Fuck it. I just take my ball out.
That's fine. You can be like Hitler.
Oh no!
Well, he
Why?
only had one ball, didn't he?
Really?
Come on, they sang. Yeah, they did a song about Hitler's only got one ball.
Well, yeah. That's hearsay. That's hearsay. Citation, please. I need live video footage of his one ball.
Yeah, that could be a little tricky.
In a vacuum.
In 4K.
Yeah, in 4K. There you go.
Oh dear.
Mike M to be called. Mike M want to be his pronoun, the Almighty.
Well, as opposed to just the mighty. Oh yes, because then the mighty boosh. Yeah, so the almighty. Yeah, that works. Okay.
Just a big update on the bus heating. I have
Oh,
changed
yes.
vehicle, and the heater is still working.
Yeah, but you don't actually want any heat at the moment, do you?
Oh no, but that's beside the point. But I just did, in case anybody was interested, it is the heat. The heater is working, and I've got VIPs on.
Well, thank you very much for that update, and now it's back to the studio.
Yeah. Hey, now I have a reference point of how painful are the gallstones, well, the gallbladder gallstones are as painful as Nathan Thompson, Carlos says.
Ooh. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Ouch.
Yes, I get gallstones flare up every few years. One of these days, I might actually do something about it.
Hey,
That's
are,
not very
are
good.
all the farmers are all the farmers over there in Europe protesting?
Well, they're not here in the UK.
You want to win me,
Because
farmers? Farmers, I'm going to ask you something right now because you
Okay.
should know this. Is
dear.
there any reason why we get less protests from farmers compared to continental Europe?
Yes, because it's our typical English reserve. We're not very good at protesting, I'm afraid.
There's actually a much more sinister and amazing reason.
Well, I'll tell you why they're not protesting at the moment, because it's fucking harvest. They're too busy.
Well, because I've seen some like abroad news articles and videos of tractors just plugging up the highways over in Europe somewhere. I don't know where, but they don't show any of that stuff in here in the United States.
Historically, the French, particularly the French farmers, are very, very good at bringing the country to a grinding halt if there's something they don't like. They are experts at it. We could learn a thing or two from, can't believe I'm saying this, from the French. Yes, over here in the UK, we're quite pants at it, to be honest. We're not very good at protesting.
Something about some new climate rule that they enacted.
Yeah, I must admit, I've not been keeping up with it. The problem is also historically, whilst we've been in Europe, over here in the UK, if the European Union brings anything out, then we've slavishly applied and stuck ourselves to it, whereas the rest of Europe have gone, fuck off, we're not doing that, that's ridiculous.
What was it? I think it was something to do with raising cows. They can't raise as many cows now or something because the cow farts are killing the atmosphere.
The cows do produce an awful lot of methane, yes. There have been lots of studies over the years in actually trying to reduce it.
So people cause a lot of methane too, so they should just get rid of people.
I've got something to say on this. Not the cow methane thing, but on drives to be green. Yeah, this is so for anybody listening who's not in the UK. This is how fucking good our government is. Okay. So in the drive to be green, we need to reduce obviously harmful gas emissions, and one of the things that we focused on over the last 20 years was utterly obliterating every chemical refining and oil refining plants that we have in the UK in order to get our emissions down. Except there's an issue with that. We still needed the oil, so all we did was put it offshore, so someone else has to fucking pump shit into the atmosphere that we can just wash our hands of. So we haven't actually decreased we haven't decreased emissions into the planet. We've just given them to a country that doesn't give a fuck. Now, One of the interesting things is the reason why we're in a massive fuel financial crisis at the moment is the country that took at least 80% of our refining requirements for crude oil, Russia. Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Can I have a go? I got 2 comments. First comment, devil's advocate. He's been thinking about his pronouns, and his pronouns are she and it. because anyone who says, "Well, shit," I never thought of that, eh? They're speaking his language.
I like
Shout
that.
out to Devils.
I like that. That's good.
Appreciate it. And this is the time of the shilling. It's 1 hour into the show. Everybody is welcome to join the festivities. The collection plate is on their way. So everybody give your money now. Remember, you are in the Globe cult, and cult must collect money so we can continue going. There's the collection plate going. Leil already gave me $5. Leil says, why does a farmer's harvest have to do what? That is what the question. What does a farmer harvest have to do with the measurement of the earth in fact being a sphere? Shout out to Leil. Thank you very much. If anybody just throw anything you can in the collection plate, it'll be going around for 5 minutes. Thank you. Farmers, why?
Well, it doesn't. Farmers don't generally care what the shape of the earth is. I mean, they all already know it's a sphere, but harvest is harvest. You can argue about the shape of the earth later.
Yeah.
Well, in this year's case, my brother can.
There is a huge difference between what you can do compared to what you should do and what is legal to do in the majority of all the situations.
As a wise man once said, just because you can do it doesn't mean to say you should do it.
Mm. Yeah, if I want to take my pants off and do the show like swinging my dick around here in the porch, but I mean it's something that I shouldn't do. I would get in trouble if I do that.
For the first time in years, I got my legs out. I got some shorts on. Wow.
Yeah.
Up
So
until
yeah,
now,
you all think
Still
that you
don't
can
think. I
you
mean,
all
you
think that you can do things. You all think you can do whatever the fuck you want. Sometimes, I mean, you can, but you gotta pay the consequences. In America, the fields are so big that the tractors disappear over the horizon. So there, boom.
yes. Well, in America, I suspect an awful lot of the fields are bigger than the home farm in its entirety, because it's only 110 acres, and I think in the States you've got room to have fields much bigger than that.
Mm.
We don't generally have that much room over here.
I just gotta say that I am not in a cult. I am not in a cult. I'm in a cult. Yeah.
You're in a cult, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
The Globe Cult. Welcome everybody to the Globe Cult. If you're watching this live or recorded, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching this and have any comment to do, if you want to put a timestamp in the comment section when the video is up and rendered on YouTube, you can do so, or just type any comment that you wish. Continue the discussion there. Shout out to everybody on YouTube land. And in Discord, we have Chike, Farmer's Boy, Fred, Gary Phobic, whoa, Pronoun 1990s, Nestle Wipes, and the Stingray. We got a Gary Phobic in the Discord, and we got a Gary Waibenga in the YouTube chat box. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, and a shout out to all these new cult members. If you find yourself getting dizzy from the incredible speeds of Earth's rotation, just hang on to something for a minute or two. You'll find you'll get used to it. You won't notice it after a while. Because I know that 15 degrees an hour can cause some dizziness to the unprepared.
Yeah. I was watching yesterday a little bit of the. There is this tour just begun, the Globe Light tour thing.
Yes.
I watched yesterday. They put a video or two, and I listened in the background while I was doing the dishes and cooking and stuff. And oh, I put it in 1.5 speed. I was so aggravated. This one guy is just making all kinds of bold claims, like empty memes as a claims, and they think they smart, but they think that everybody is just gonna take what they say. as a fact or truth or some of this. It was just silly, man, ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm hoping work permitting, they're in Nottingham on the 19th, and I'm hoping to go up there and see them and meet Mr. Gem Panda.
Hmm. Right.
Um,
Okay.
like I
You
said,
can-
provided nothing else crops up, then I think I shall head up there for a few hours.
Oh, there you
Uh,
go. Hold on, farmers. Before you
mm,
continue, I want to pay attention, but I have received money for the cult from Pronoun 1990, a big tenner, $10 by Pronoun. Thank you so much. The cult thanks, Globe cult thanks you, Pronoun. Thank you. Farmers, so there's a date that you supposed to meet over there and hang out in the area.
yes. It's just over. Yes. Oh, that's next week. Yeah, it's. I think it's it's the 18th or the 19th. Whenever they're going to Nottingham, anyway. Because Jem was talking about it the other day when I was in his Discord server, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I might be able to." Because it's not too far from me. I can just sort of tank up the motorway and go and see them. We was talking about it earlier on because yeah, they're big posters and things that they put up on fences and down on the ground. It seems to have the History Channel logo in it,
Right.
and it was
Hey,
like,
look on
why
screen.
have you got the History Channel logo in all of your display?
Yeah.
You know.
On screen is your friend Peace Breath. If you're watching my screen recorded, I'm sharing my screen, and I
Oh,
got
hang on.
I'm sharing the
Oh,
yesterday the first day of the globe call on globe lighting.
it's
We
Miss.
got Peace Breath on screen right now.
Oh, I bet his breath smells absolutely vile.
He just stinks like piss, like a. I mean, like really bad. Like he been living in a sewer. He probably stinks because he say he showers with piss also. He washes his face with piss. He probably used his piss as fucking cologne. Fucking disgusting. And
But
then this guy,
didn't he
he
say he
was
put it in like
talking.
a nebulizer or something and sort of
Yeah,
breathed it in
yeah.
as
He breathed
come
it in.
on.
He's talking to this guy. I wouldn't. I will walk away. If he's trying to talk to me that close, I go like, dude, walk away. You fucking stink. Let me talk to somebody else. You know.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, that was I think their first day, wasn't it? That's I think that's Speaker's Corner in London.
Yeah. I don't have any. If anybody got any other links, I only have this channel. If anybody got any other links
I
for any
yeah,
other activism and shit, please
I don't
post.
know whether it's going out on any other channels. I mean, I guess it's on his because he's part of it. But oh dear God.
Yeah, they were a bunch of weirdos. I'm gonna unmute it for a second here.
Yeah. All right. So, God, this is becoming a hot day. Right. Hi.
I'm Martin.
Hi.
Harris.
Hi, Martin. Yeah. Of course. So he's. How do you know Harry? Obviously through this.
It's a little shitty.
No, it's still £10. It's still £10 medium. It doesn't matter. Mass, okay? The same mass. The same mass. I did. Then why is it you know?
Yeah,
Why is it
I'll
you
probably what I probably do. Yeah, probably on my own time. I gonna clip a few things because as I was listening, but I was busy. I said, dude, if I decided to listen to it in my little program to clip, you know,
Yeah.
the video, I would grab a clip and maybe make like a 5-minute compilation out of 1 hour. But dude, yeah, because there was so many memes being spoken, and a few people that's like, nah, yeah, you're just full of shit. Like, no, that's not true. That's false. He's like, no, we're not here to debate. We're just here to plant the seed so we can have the conversation somewhere else. So like, what the fuck do you mean? Have the conversation somewhere else? Isn't this to have the conversation? Isn't this to plant the seed but talk about it? When they were challenged about anything, they just step back. They like exited. They tried to not argue or discuss anything. They were just throwing memes, but if somebody say no, you're wrong, they say like, no, I don't want to argue with you. I mean, that was this guy say that. This guy was saying that. The other guys
Oh
were
yes.
trying to argue and have the deleted debate, but this guy, no, I don't want to discuss this. I'm just telling you, telling you what it is, telling you the truth, so you can look it up and have the discussion somewhere else.
Ah,
Whoa.
that's a very good cop out, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm going
it
to
is.
tell you this, but when you ask for an explanation, I'm going to say no.
That's it. Yeah,
Typical
that's what
flat
they were
earther, really.
So
That's
what they're
they
really
were-
doing is avoiding the questions,
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
avoiding the answers.
they're just making statements and then totally failing to back them up. Oh, we're just giving you these things to go away and think about. No. If you're saying this is what we think, then you need to back it up. You can't just say, the moon's fake. Really? Well, where's your evidence of that? What drew you to that conclusion? No, I'm not going to.
No.
You've just got to go away and look at it yourself. No.
yeah. These two guys were good. I was listening to them. I had to pick on the phone. Who are these two guys talking? They were patient listening to this one. Whoever was talking to them, just talking memes and.
Then I can't help you today. But I want you to hear these words that you
I
are
can't
the center
help you
of
today.
creation.
Look.
And that doesn't mean I'm better than you.
Yeah. He said like, yeah, I'm just can't help you, but I'm just telling you that you're the center and the creation, and it doesn't mean that you are the center and you're important. And I'm not religious, and I don't have anything to do with the Bible or religion, but I'm telling you that you're important because the Creator has made you to be in the center of the universe. I said like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's so contradicting himself,
I'm not religious, but I mean, Jin was doing that yesterday. I'm not religious, but this is God's laws. This is natural God's laws. Hang on, if you're not religious, why are you citing a God? Yes, and invariably the Christian God.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah, Matt. Yeah, Jin is an example of that. I'm not here to answer your questions. No, you're just here to throw shit.
Yeah.
But at the bottom is you, and at the top is a single source. And all the way up, I think we're on some sort of journey.
I feel like I can ask you questions about like established science. That's quite fit to me. Doesn't quite fit to me. And then you're working up to and now I'm making.
They were pulling his legs.
No data science.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I don't accept that. But I do think that when you're in this earth, it is giving off an electromagnetic signature.
Oh,
and that signature is just like the segment of an orange that points to the north. So if you have an orange through like this, then yes, the compass lines.
Oh yeah, it's all electrostatics.
Yeah.
But when you put yourself in a Faraday cage, you don't start floating in the air, right?
I theorize based on stuff that I can observe and I can feel and touch myself.
And then they got this.
It'd be interesting. Can I bring my own?
So much
Seems to
pieces
get
of
all the
propaganda
attention.
here in all of these things. Look,
It's
there's a
the
history channel here.
Yep. Yeah. Well, me and Jen were talking about that earlier on, and I sort of said they're trying to lend themselves an air of legitimacy by having the History Channel logo there, and then I think it was Chemo said, "Oh no, these are all examples of lies." I said, "Yep, they're lying. They're trying to make it look like they're connected to the History Channel."
Yeah.
I think it will be different once we get this up on.
Yeah. I'll try to do something and grab it.
Of that helium.
I don't know how they really talk.
No.
Relative to size. Oh no. You see, when somebody attended to say something, he was so almost like on the internet, like interrupting and not allowing people to finish their thoughts. Almost like
No, it's still 10 pounds. It's still 10 pounds.
not listening.
It doesn't matter. Mass, okay? The same mass. The same mass. I did. Then why is it you know? Why is it you know? And the physicists that I asked this on don't? Well, go onto YouTube and find me versus having a debate.
Go onto
There you go. Go onto YouTube, yeah, because that's the only place you'll find anything to do with science and physics is YouTube.
Yeah, because when you go to my YouTube, go try to argue there and ask me the questions to see how long you gonna last before I block your ass, and ignore your questions,
Yeah.
pretty much. Oh man, yeah.
Actually, Biggest Doggers does make a good point there. History Channel doesn't give much legitimacy these days. They're all about ancient aliens and other crap. Yes, you're watching the History Channel because they're either looking for aliens or Hitler. And finding neither.
Yeah. And that was PC Dave. He's still drinking piss and using it as a cologne and breathing it in.
He's a strange bloke.
Are you gonna hug him out when you see him, Farmers?
Well, I mean, if I do get up there, I don't know who's going to be there, and I don't know whether there's going to be any sort of recognisable names or faces. I don't know.
Yeah, go to my YouTube so you can puke after watching me drink my wee wee.
Oh, what, darling? What are you taking a bucket up with you for? I'm going to be watching YouTube videos.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm going to watch Dave Murphy, and I'm going to throw up.
Easy, Discord user, no need to be so excited. You just wait for your turn, please.
Oh, he just doesn't stop, does he?
He doesn't stop, bro. He's like, he's like Gene and Demok in one. I mean, not with the arguments, but with the spirit of
I so want to hear who Discord user is. Just
yeah,
Oh dear, maybe one of these days.
The Stingray, the globe cult. How many times have you heard that? And tell me about: are we in a cult, in a globe cult, or what?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of times. Like, obviously, I don't know what that you'd have to define cult, and without looking at a dictionary, to me, it's just a blind faith being led in something without good reason or self-determination or something like that. And the flat earther people seem to think that that's the globe side. They don't realize the globe side is all of science as well, all of the bodies of science, and people who have created technology that are responsible for how we live today. So if you want to call what works, what's useful, what's beneficial for all mankind, and what we couldn't really live without a serious detriment to either our health or quality of life, if you want to call that a cult, I'm absolutely a cultist. But I would actually describe Flat Earth more as a cult because it's got the traits of leaders and singular pieces of information that are not verified that suddenly everybody gets behind. So a prime example of belief without any fucking good reason, just because someone said so once upon a time, is it's a proven fact that things disappear from the bottom up. No, it isn't, except on a globe. Yes, but that's just perspective. No, it isn't. That's what someone said, and now everybody's saying that, and the first person that said it still had no fucking good reason. Now that's cultish behavior.
Thank you so much, and we heard that so much. Even all those people that are in the speaking corner thing, and they were doing the activism. I I don't think any of them have done any of the things that they are promoting there. Any of the memes that they are speaking about. I heard one of the things that I heard, that one guy, the owner of the channel, he's like, well, I live in certain place, and if you go when you go to this spot and you grab a P900, there's a zooming camera, and if you zoom in, you see I don't know, 17, 20 or 17 miles away, you see people walking in the pier, and I'm like standing right there in the beach, and I'm zooming in, and I'm seeing people walking in the beach in the other side, 17. I go like, I bet he have never grabbed a P900, or if he have grabbed a P900, and if he went to that spot, he never saw that, because there's no evidence of that. That's never recorded, really. You got a P900, you got a zooming camera, you got a channel promoting certain thing. You are telling that you saw a thing, but you didn't document it, you didn't record it. How strange is that? How convenient is that?
Yeah, funny that, eh?
How convenient. Oh, he repeated like 4 or 5 times. Oh, I'm just gonna leave you with this. We see too far. That's it. That's the argument. That's it. I don't have to say anything more. After they are cornered and ask a few questions, they say we're not here for a debate. And then before I go, the last thing I'm gonna say is we see too far. That's it. I'm gonna leave you with that. I go like, what the fuck is that? Hate and wrong. We see too far bullshit. Like, what does that even mean? You know?
Yeah.
He mentioned the now we can rig the zoom in cameras with a filter. How do you call that? We can cut through the atmosphere and we can see it 400, 500, 600 miles away. When people is on the plane zooming in with a camera rig with this, I forgot. I don't know what.
Oh, that's the infrared thing, isn't it? That's
yeah. If we see through an infrared max zooming camera through a plane, we can see hundreds of miles, 500 miles away. And I go like, yeah, is that the one asshole that is using GPS in the plane trying to figure out where he is? Probably.
Who's that? Who's that bloody prat who keeps filming in infrared and he claimed he could see 500 miles? And it's like, you do realise you're looking at cloud. Yeah, I can't remember the idiot's name.
That was an example. Like he said, oh yeah, you can grab a P900, you can grab a zooming camera and look at this, and you can go to a certain place and you can observe this, and you can do this test and you can figure out this. Have you done any of this, motherfucker? No, you haven't. Why in the fuck are you fucking preaching it, you know? That's what they do. They preach it, but they haven't done any of that shit. Oh, but you can do it. Why in the fuck don't you do it and prove it to yourself? Oh, I just believe them because he agrees with my paradigm, you know? He agrees with my bias, pretty much. They don't say that, but that's what it is.
Jay Tolan, thank you very much, Biggers. Yeah,
I
couldn't remember the guy's name. That's it. Jay Tolan Media. On this plane, I used my infrared filter, and look how far we can see. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, the Stingray. if you go to the beach and you're watching with your naked eye, and you only see the horizon, the end of the sea, and you see the sky, it's very clear, but you grab your cell phone camera and now you see a boat, and this boat, first I didn't see it with my eyes, and I see a boat now that is disappeared from the bottom up. The bottom half of the boat is missing with my phone, and I said, let me put my phone away and grab a $20 telescope from Walmart that is like 20 times zoom. And I'm going to grab this $20 Walmart telescope, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to see the boat a little bigger. And now I can see almost the whole boat. The bottom of the boat is a little more visible. But now I'm going to grab my P900, and I'm going to zoom in all the way, and I'm going to see the whole boat from the top to the bottom. You can do this yourself. I have heard flat earthers saying this claim. Not that you don't see anything with your eyes, and then you see the boat. They're saying that you don't see that the boat is missing the bottom half, and then when you zoom in more, you magnify it more, you see more of the boat, and you see the whole thing. I heard them say this. What do you have to say about that to them?
I think anybody who believes such utter uninformed bullshit must be in a cult. Because when light is prevented from leaving one object and hitting your eye via another physical fucking thing like water, no amount of zooming in or zooming out will fucking change the physics of that, you utter cultish retards.
Why haven't I seen any of these video clips of different magnification zoom-ins when the bottom of the object is missing, and then the more it magnified, we see more from the bottom? Why haven't I seen any of these, of the dozens, maybe hundreds of people that have made this claim and spoken this meme? Why is that? It doesn't exist, maybe? I think it's the most simple answer.
Because it's bollocks.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's just one of the many lies the flat earthers have to tell to try and, back their bullshit.
But if they
if you zoom back in, the whole boat comes back.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
But they say I can buy me a telescope and I can buy me a P900. I have a P900, and anybody can do this. But they haven't done it. They just preach it. That's what's going on, right?
Yeah, because if they had if they'd done this, they'd have photographs and video of it, and they would show us.
And if they did, in fact, were able to demonstrate that, a new form of physics would have to be born.
Exactly.
Because that's not possible in our reality. That would be a new type of reality, which would be fascinating, but at the moment is just made up cultish bullshit.
But they continue to say that the horizon rises to your eye level, along with other claims like, oh, those pictures of the planets and the stars that you see given to you by the government, by NASA, are not like that, because I taken videos myself and they look like a blobby mess. They insist on making those claims. I mean, they are right. When they see through their camera, they see a blobby mess. That's true.
Oh,
but they
wait
say
a
that's
minute,
what it is.
Jose, I saw it on the news about 4 days ago, 5 days ago, or something, or in a news article, an absolutely fascinating, amazing photo of Saturn coming out from behind the moon.
Oh yeah, I saw that
I've
picture.
seen
I
that
forgot
one.
to save it. That's a beautiful picture.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a beautiful picture, man. I didn't
Obviously
see videos.
CGI and faked, because if it doesn't support your egotistical narrative of being created by a creator on a flat earth that can't be proven, that's made up cultish bullshit, then you have to say CGI, even though having no experience of CGI or knowledge of computer graphics in any way, shape or form, but it's definitely CGI. That is cultish behavior.
Let me ask, Gary Phobic, you want to speak for a minute before we get out? I'm going to post the picture of this little map. It's not the best quality, but what Jay Tolan say that was Hudson's Bay. Jay Tolan say that Hudson Bay was well, Jay Tolan say in the video, look, I'm looking at Hudson's Bay, but it was actually Lake Simcoe or something like that.
Yes. He thought he could see Hudson's Bay.
Yeah.
Which he quite clearly couldn't.
Yep.
But that's exactly what Jay Tolan tends to do. He wants to be. He wants it to be this, so it must be this. You know, and that's good enough for him. He'll say that. Yeah, that's it. That's what I can see. Job's done. Thank you very much. And then somebody else will come along and say, well, no, actually, you're wrong.
Now we got Lemonbird. When Lemonbird is a good example of the flat earth cult, and when he say, horizon rises to eye level, the smooching, the CGI, the blobs, the firmament, the dome. But Lemonbird also have say from the ether, 1,000 times, but from his own mouth, I appreciate it when he say, it's just my belief, I'm a religiotard. You know, I said, all right, then that's it. There's no truth, there's no facts about any of the claims that you make. They are just memes that you just want to believe because you are a religiotard. It's okay. I take that. I appreciate that. I can keep getting entertained by what you say, you know. Don't tell me that is a fact and it's true and everybody's being deceived and anybody can see, only you. That's when I gotta jump a little bit, and defend the globe cult.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's good. Pronoun. Are you one of those who have to shut Lemonbird down because he's just spewing some of his religiotard beliefs?
Yeah, it just gets It just gets really boring after a while. That's just why it gets really boring. Just the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I think that's where you're at, Farmer Boy. Right? It's just I think his voice is too annoying for you.
It's his voice, but
And the voice.
The voice is like nails on. In fact, I'd rather listen to nails being dragged down the blackboard. Thank you very much. It's not just his voice. You know that you've heard what he's going to say 1,000 times before. You know, you can almost write the bloody script out for him, and it is just so. Oh, here we go. You know, you're going to be demonic Satanist. Atheists, which is bizarre because he always labels us as sort of atheist Satanist worshippers or something. You think, well, no, if you're an atheist, you're not going to worship Satan, are you? His garbage is just so confused, but it's just like a verbal tick.
Right.
He just comes out with it every time, and you know now whatever he's talking about, it's going to be the ether. Every possible
Exactly.
explanation is the ether.
I knew since day one that I decided to come into YouTube to talk to people about the flat Earth. I knew that I had to disconnect myself from religion, anything related to religion, the Bible, God, and the beliefs. Oh, now if I wanted to talk about the evolution versus creation, then I had to, I had to somehow, if I wanted to defend the creation, then I had to be a religious nerd. But in 99% of all the arguments that had to do with the science and the physics, the evolution have nothing to do with this topic or the physicality of the earth and the shape. So I was good on disconnecting myself from any religious belief, and that was good. Doesn't matter what religious belief you had. Doesn't matter if you're atheist or not. It doesn't matter if you are Muslim or any religion. It, you must, and you have to disconnect yourself if you want to talk about science and the shape of the earth and reality.
Yeah,
Religion is
religion's got
really,
nothing to do with it.
it's just your personal belief, and have one nothing to do with the other. You're not gonna make a tea.
Exactly.
You're not gonna boil a cup of water and put 2 spoons of salt and 2 spoons of sugar. You're not gonna do that. It just doesn't work. Shout out to Gary Venga, just lurking and listening in the background.
But yeah, you're right. When Lemon comes in and starts talking, it's like, no, I don't have to be here and I don't have to listen to it. So thank you very much. I won't.
Yeah.
There's no point trying to argue with him because you might as well you'll get further arguing with a brick wall. It's just not worth it.
Gary, welcome to the Globe Cult Discord server.
Belong to the Globe Cult. You guys do. So anyhow, I would come in more often when I'm working, when I had chances, but then I just get guys like B-Ball complaining that I have to leave. And then everybody starts saying, oh, he's running away. It just gets tiring.
Yeah, I hear you. I understood. You know what? I told him, like, yeah, you're working, taking breaks every once in a while. But I have done a few shows in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, when I know you're not working, or I think that you're not working, and you sit over here and you don't talk. And that's a little disappointing for me. I said, Gary, shit is spoken. I don't understand what you're saying. The connection is
I
bad.
do my lawn. I do all my own lawn work. I'm busy. Sometimes you just can't sit down and talk. You have to keep going.
Right. I understand, man. Whenever you can. But I don't, in the afternoons, I don't videos. I said, all right, Gary is here. Let's see. And you never spoke. I said, like, fuck, man. Oh, well. B-Ball is telling you, Gary, that the angle will only stay the same if the sun is really far away. And that's the part you didn't want to hear. If the sun is closer, the angle will change. The angle will stay the same if the sun is really far away.
Of course, B-Ball doesn't know what he's talking about because he didn't even understand that a bubble second level will keep the elevation angle to that level the same as on the ground as 10,000 feet. He had to be told by Bob yesterday.
Yeah, but if he keep it the same angle and then he raises up very high up, then the angle, the point of the point of the line is gonna be above the sun in your close and local sun.
Here's a diagram that he posted on the Daily Boom, and basically he thought he was destroying what I was saying, but Bob corrected him. That was nice.
This diagram, this thing right, you see there, you want to take a look at this quick diagram. I think Beeble drew this. Take a quick look and tell me if you understand it, if it makes sense. Gary don't agree with this diagram. The question in this is, I mean, just look at it and tell me, what do you think about this?
I mean, this is something that I don't know school grades over in the United States, but over here, you'd expect a in between 8 and 9-year-old to be able to work this out and actually find the logic in it and to find out whether it's true or not. So it is just basic fundamental trigonometry. So it doesn't matter if someone says it isn't true. That just means they're operating on a level less than an 8-year-old.
So you saying Bob the Science Guy is an 8-year-old?
There's a question in here with this
He
diagram.
agreed. Bob the Science Guy agreed with me. This has to do with bubble sextant levels and the elevation angles to bubble sextant levels, that they will be the same at sea level or at 10,000 feet. You'll still get the same perspective elevation
Right,
angle.
you don't realise why Bob said that, then, do you? That
No,
if it was
your perspective, it adjusts to your perspective because you're basically taking a new horizontal up with you.
if your sun was small and local, they wouldn't be the same angle.
Oh, that's just total bullshit. It's just a point in the sky. You're measuring an angle. That's all.
No, I'm sorry, Gary, but that is reality. If your sun was small and local, the angles would not be the same.
That's not reality. A double sextant level will always have the same elevation angle to the.
It will in our reality because
the bubble sextant level.
Because the sun it works in our reality because the sun isn't small and local.
No, the sun is just a point in the sky. It doesn't matter. You guys don't even use how high you think the sun is. You're taking a perspective angle, and that's all it is.
A perspective angle.
Yes, everything is perspective in your field of view. Everything is.
Let me try really quick. Stingray, there's a easy question to be asked with this diagram. If the sun is 4,000 miles away, and away from 4,000 miles in the ground, 4,000 miles away, you're looking up at the sun, you're gonna see a 45 degrees angle. If you raise up 2,000 miles straight up and now look at the sun, is this 45-degree angle gonna stay the same like the one in the ground 2,000 miles lower? I mean, it's the answer. If I keep this 45-degree angle over here, it's going to be way above the sun, right? With a 4,000 miles high sun.
Yeah. So the issue is, so obviously, thank you, Gary.
You try to disprove the bubble sextant level and what I said about it.
No, that's okay, Gary. But this question that I made, Stingray, is separate from your argument. I'm just talking about the diagram in the screen.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, an 8-year-old would see that one of these isn't true, and that if you defined it as logic of seeing the sun, they'd also be able to discern that, oh, hang about, the top one isn't true if the bottom one is true. These cannot exist the same. So if a point of light, doesn't matter the size, if the point of light is 4,000 miles high, you are 4,000 miles away, it's 45 degrees. Now, if you go up 2,000 miles and it's still 45 degrees, there's something wrong. That means it's not 4,000 miles away.
I concur.
Yep.
Like I say, the American educational.
May I speak again? May I speak again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tell me, if I take an elevation angle to the sun, using a bubble sextant level at sea level, and then I go up to 10,000 feet and take that elevation angle to the horizontal angle I get from the bubble section angle. Will that be the same angle? So if I was 45 degrees on the ground, like in his diagram, but I go with the bubble section level, or I could just use the horizon there. But if I go 10,000 feet, I can use the bubble section level, and I'll have the same angle I had on the ground, right?
What's the distance and elevation of the object that you're looking at?
Just say it's 45 degrees, just like in here.
No,
in
again.
This example, I'm using a bubble section level. If I go 10,000 feet, I will have a 45 degree angle, just like if I use a bubble section angle at the ground. When I started out at the ground with a 45 degree angle.
So, Gary, what you have to understand is if you're looking at an object that's 1 meter away and you go up 1,000 feet, then obviously it's going to be fucking different.
Okay, we're not talking about 1 meter away. We're talking about an angle to the sun.
The distance is how an 8-year-old would calculate it.
The whole thing. Now, a bubble section level will give you the same elevation angle you're playing at any elevation.
Big shout out to Don Giovanni for a $2 super chat. Another day, a more logo Ria. Shout out to Don Giovanni. Thank you for your support, brother.
And that's why B-Ball drew that diagram, because he thought I was wrong, but then Bob came on yesterday and said I was correct.
So in answer to your question, Garrett, if we did that with our sun, you are in fact correct. But if we did that with an object that's 2,000 miles high and 4,000 miles away, absolutely fucking not, you retard.
No, it's not, because it's just an angle to a dot in the sky. Doesn't matter how far away it is. That's why you guys don't use distance to it in your calculations. You're just using an elevation angle.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, Gary, just for all the sub 10-year-olds in the audience. You're saying that the angle to something, if it's 45 degrees, it doesn't matter the distance. When you raise up in elevation, the angle's going to stay the same. Is that what your retarded mind just thought?
That's the same angle. We're both using a perspective angle to the same dot of light in the sky at its elevation. If you go up, if you're using the double section level, it'll be the same at any elevation.
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need to stay at school when you're 8 years old.
Yeah. So you disagree with me and say it'll be a different elevation angle to the plane you create with your bubble section level?
Right. So, Gary, are you ready?
I'm going to answer the damn question you asked, moron. You always want to know. You don't want to answer. You want to go on and create a whole new problem.
Just for all the children, let's stick on this point. Just for all the children. If an object is 1 meter away and it is at 40...
Okay, we're talking about an angle.
Wait a minute, Gary. Nearly there. Open up. Okay. Get it out. Let me know when you're done. You done? You're breaking up really bad as well, by the way. So anyway, so just for all the children, this is why you learn basic trigonometry at school when you're early on, so that you can apply it to real world situations. If an object is 1 meter away and you raise up 1 meter, it's going to change angle. If it's 1,000 meters away and you rise up 1,000 meters, it's going to change angle dramatically. You can work out the angular change with basic trigonometry if you know the distance. It is really simple to do. Unfortunately, as is demonstrated by Flat Earth, there are, I wouldn't say an alarming number because there's only like a fraction of a percent, but there's a fraction of a percent of adults that missed that. So stay at school, kids. It's good for you.
And once again, you changed the thing. You didn't answer the question. The whole thing was related to the bubble section, not with your natural eye and how you see things. Obviously, if I take a 45-degree angle on the sun with my eyes and I use a section and I just go up 10,000 feet, but I still use the regular horizon, it's going to be different. We all know that, right? But a bubble section level will always be the same no matter what elevation you take it from. If you start out at ground level and you get a 45-degree angle to your bubble section level, you'll get a 45-degree angle to your bubble section level if you go up 10,000 feet.
Yeah, no, I agree with you when you're talking about the sun, Gary. The thing I don't agree with you which 8-year-olds...
For the stars, too. Push the play.
Gary, thank you.
A completely different distance, but it still works.
Thank you, Gary.
Works for any star. Any star that you can use for navigation, it does the same thing.
Okay, so I agree with you with the sun. However, the one thing that 10-year-olds or below wouldn't agree with you is the distance isn't important. Of course it is to anybody with lower education.
Except that you guys don't use distance. You guys just use an elevation angle. That's all you're using. You don't calculate distance to your star, the distance to your sun. You're not calculating any of that in there. You're getting an elevation angle, period. And that's all you have with a section. All you have in a section is an elevation angle. Nothing else. You can't even navigate with just that.
Go on, preach, my boy, preach.
I will, because I'm right.
Go on.
And thanks to Bob yesterday, we know I'm right.
You repeat what you say over again. Go for it.
Yeah, like I said, Bob told everybody yesterday that I was correct.
Okay, so not only is this dude missing 8-year-old education from school, he still thinks he's correct, ladies and gentlemen. That is the
Bob, so you're saying Bob the science guy was incorrect.
And here we go. Now we go deflection, projection.
Why are you saying Bob the science guy was incorrect? Answer the damn question.
Being in a cult.
When
faced with science and logic,
Bob the science guy
and then accuse people.
He was an ignoramus, and he got it wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen.
See, everybody's listening. Have you guys heard yet? Most of you guys were here yesterday. You heard Bob the science guy. Agree with me. You'll get the same elevation angle with a bubble second level, no matter where you take that reading. Ground level or 10,000 feet.
And again, Gary, for everybody in the audience, not you, because I'm sure you won't get it. That's because the distance to the object you're measuring, i.e. the sun, is so far away, it didn't make a difference. If it's close, it bloody does. And any 8-year-old would know this.
It doesn't make a difference, the distance to it. It's just the angle to it. That's all. It's a perspective angle. And that's why you're bringing up the horizon with you.
So let me ask you a question, Gary. Let me ask you a question, Gary. Do you know
why you'll keep getting the same perspective angle to it?
I know you're not preaching. So, there we go. Now, another key thing to cultish behavior is you can't let someone finish a sentence. You've got to start over talking them. And it's a proven. They can actually take a concise argument. So here we go. The issue, Garrett, is if it's something at 1,000 meters, something at 10,000 meters, something at 100,000 meters away from you, and it's all 45 degrees. Now, if you go up 10 fucking miles, all of them change at different rates. You know this, right? This is simple to understand. So distance.
That is the parallax effect where things change differently. We're talking about angles and subsections to the sun or star. That's what we're talking about. It's an elevation angle on the side. They're both far away. The sun's far away even in my example, even though you don't agree with it. But you're still going to get the same perspective angle by changing with the bubble second level from any elevation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So now, in the face of absolutely being wrong and realizing what he said was bullshit, now deflection. Go ahead, Gary.
Bullshit, because you don't need a distance. You don't take the distance to your sun at all into account, do you?
No, we don't have to.
No, you can say it's so far ahead you don't have to, right? But you do.
Yeah,
it's still an elevation angle. That's all it is. It's a perspective angle that you see from your position on the ground or wherever you're at. It's an elevation angle. That's as simple as that.
Okay, stop talking. So the thing is, when Bob actually agreed with you, you failed to stay and listen to the rest of what he said. He said, yes, if the sun is very far away,
yeah,
it will be the same
I know
angle.
what he said. I heard him say that. But
you want to misrepresent
the elevation angle would stay the same with the bubble sector.
Gary, I wasn't
Which is
done
my
talking.
point, but your diagram was trying to disprove.
Gary, I wasn't done talking.
I don't give a shit.
So can you go on mute for a second while I finish what I was saying?
Actually, I gotta get back.
Of course you want to run. Of course you want to run away.
Okay, see, what did I tell you? I've been talking longer than I should have. What did I tell you? That don't complain. That's why I don't come on your show. So there's your reason. You should tell me.
Yeah, because when we show you're wrong,
you shouldn't make an accusation. What happens when you run away from a conversation? You say, "Oh, I got a phone call. Or I got to make a phone call." Nobody questions you. But if I say I got to get back to work, oh, I'm running away.
Yeah, you are running away.
See how this works?
Yeah, but I always come
Hey,
back,
Jose.
and
I tried to, and I
when
usually
you
do too.
when you
Thank you,
have things
Steve.
to
Thank
say,
you, Gary, for
I'm
coming
nice
here.
enough to stop. I'm nice enough to
Hey,
stop and
Jose,
allow
didn't
you
you
to
just
finish
tell
what
me,
you're
Bob?
saying.
That's exactly what I
Look,
don't come on for. I
watch
told
this.
you when I
Watch
started
this.
coming on today.
I'll stop talking. You can finish what you're saying. I'll go on mute. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I'm going right now. I got to get back
He's
to
got to
work.
go back to work. Yeah, he's got to go back to work. He can talk, and when he's on breaks on and off every once in a while. I know he's gonna take
Okay.
time. He got to run. He's not. I'm pretty sure he's not running from the discussion for the arguments, but it's just. I mean,
Okay.
it is just bad timing. You know, it is what it
I'll
is.
give him the benefit of the doubt. The problem is whenever he's on here and we're trying to have a conversation with him, he does not like you'll say a few words and then he jumps in and wants to start talking again. Then we're like, okay, go ahead and finish, and he'll go on and on and on, and then we'll try and rebut what he's saying, and he'll start over again and continue to talk over you. It's not a productive way to have a conversation, Gary. It's really not. Now,
I give him the
no,
I give him the benefit of the doubt because I used to do that every once in a while in shows that I used to hang out before I did my own shows. I was working and either the overnight and joining the early shows or just in the afternoon doing stuff over here. And I said like, all right, I unmute myself, try to find a little window and make a few points quickly. And if somebody asks me something, I say, nope, gotta go. I'll be on mute. I'll be listening. It is what it is.
right. Now the thing is that he wants. This is what he does, right? He'll wait for somebody to somehow agree with him, and then he'll like, yeah, yeah, yep. See that I agree. You agree with me. I gotta go. Sorry, right? And completely misrepresenting what someone said. So yesterday, when Bob agreed with him, it was because when you raise your elevation and the object you're looking at is very, very far away, the angle is not going to change. But if the sun is 4,000 miles high and you've raised up 4,000 miles, guess what angle that's going to be? It's going to be fucking zero, Gary.
Earth is live. Welcome to the Globe Cult. Thank you for joining.
Yep, glad to be here.
Also, Sean Bro Smith. Welcome to the Globe Cult, brother. My arms are open. And NWO manager. The NWO manager is in the house. Welcome to the Globe Cult. And everybody else. I already passed the collection plate because this is a cult and we need to collect money to keep the cult alive. But the collection plate is right there in the corner. So you guys can go ahead and throw some money in there anytime. Don't wait for me to pass the collection plate for you guys to give
Did
me
we
money.
do our daily globe chants, or did I miss that?
Yeah, we haven't done it. We still sharpening the edges around. We can go for it if you want to take the lead. Go ahead, man. Let's do the rituals, the rituals of the globe chant. Oh man, good times. I gotta embrace what they have tagged us for so many years with. They tag us for being a cult. The globe is a cult. Well, welcome to the globe cult. Moving forward, we are gonna be the cult of the globe. Thank you very much. Embrace it.
I'm looking forward to Gary coming back and telling us how we're wrong again. It's gonna be funny.
I didn't read my mom bakes cakes super chat. We had a super chat a little while ago. I just didn't want to interrupt because Gary had the microphone down his throat, and if I pulled it out too quickly, he could get hurt. Shout out to my mom bakes cakes for $2 Australian. Gary getting his angles wrong yet again. Have he ever getting the angles right? That is the question, my mom bakes cakes. Thank you so much for your support. I've got to get the angles right when he does his rubber band thing.
I don't even think he takes angles into account, really, like actual angles. He just looks at triangles and
Yeah, he looks at triangles. He doesn't say numbers like a 35-degree angle, 60-degree. He say narrow angles or wide open angles or squishy angles. He just make names for the angles.
Right.
Got it. Sean Smith threw a drawing in here for us. Let's see what we got. Sean Smith, if you can tell us what we got over here. I'm sharing my screen for those who want to see what I get. Oh, I probably can't speak.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I kind of the same thing I drew.
Okay. The ones that you drew that look more like crayons, I understand better. Even though it's more information, I understand it a little better than this.
Yeah, I drew that on my phone. It's funny.
Okay. See. There's some numbers, but I need Sean to explain
Yeah,
himself.
and the only way the angle would stay the same is if you got closer as you went up. If you got closer as you went up, then the angle would probably be the same.
Right. Zebulon 181 have a great point. I will read his comment. Zebulon 181 says, and I quote, big balls, 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 unquote.
Wasn't there a song called "Big Balls"? A rock and roll song. But we've got the biggest balls of them all. I think there was.
ACDC.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shout out to Carlos. And Sean Smith is looking for a window so he can speak to us. Carlos, how have been your experience listening to this recovering for your gallbladder surgery? Uh-oh. Carlos is on mute. Carlos wanted to explain me earlier how painful was the pain for the gallbladder, Vivo. And he say that as painful as Nathan Thompson.
Oh, goodness. I couldn't even imagine that pain.
Must have heard
Oh,
quite a bit. Oh, and my pronouns are the one and only, and the one, and only, and the one. Those are my pronouns now. Stingray pronouns is retard. Just moving forward, just so you know, we're doing pronouns now. Shout out to Numballs. Are you new? Welcome.
did everybody leave? Everyone's still here.
Where's everybody at?
Okay.
I'm still here.
Hello, I'm new.
Okay.
Hello. I'm new too.
I miss Bearded Devil.
Yeah.
I miss him too, man. He said, yeah, I left a comment. I left a comment in one of his videos, and he say he's just, just doing other stuff. He haven't been on YouTube a lot.
This thing working?
Yes, I hear you now.
All right.
Oh, there you are. Let me show you. Let me show your face to the YouTube.
Hey, there he is.
Oh. I'm on my MacBook today that I got a little while ago, so I haven't allowed the microphone and the camera to work, so I had to do all that mess. That's why I didn't speak right away.
Carlos, you're looking good. You're looking young, sharp, clean.
Yeah, I've lost weight.
Yeah, you look like, yeah.
I lost like 60 pounds.
Fucking A, really?
Oh me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 300 at one point. I'm down to 240 now. So.
Yeah, you look like the older videos in your channel.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
the younger you, yeah.
Nice.
So,
good stuff, man.
Yeah, just eating better. Like I was encouraged by farmers and
Hey.
who was it? Who else told me? Mr. Stingray, and who was the dude, the flat earther that did mixed martial arts? That didn't get along with me. That would never debate me. Young fella. He was
Right
trying to
the
do
hand.
with shooting nerfs out of his spinning bicycle wheel.
Oh, Chris Berry.
Yeah, Chris Berry. Yeah, he also he fat shamed me into losing weight. So shout out to him.
The soy boy.
The soy boy. That's right. Yeah.
Are you looking to keep the adjustment or adjust it better and maybe lose a little more, maybe do some
Oh no,
weights, a
no.
little more exercise and stuff?
My goal is to get close to my I guess the
200
BMI should be, which is around 200.
Yeah.
So if I get to 220 or below, I'll be happy. I'm just trying to be healthy, man.
That's
So
good, man.
I was actually doing that before I found out I had gallstones, and then that happened, which I was kind of bummed out. I was like, dang, I just started eating right, and then now I got gallstones. But I had surgery, 2 weeks ago, still recovering. It was laparoscopic, so it wasn't too bad. Just 4 little holes up your belly button, and they pull it out of your belly button. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
Flat
glad that
Earther's
you're
going to be useful for something then.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're good, Carlos, recovering, and you look good, man.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. But I feel a lot better. My knees don't hurt.
Yeah. How's your family? Your kids? You're playing a little better with
they're
them,
great.
dragging around with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 5-month-old.
Nice.
And she's doing great. She had, I don't know if I mentioned it. She had what's called club feet, a lateral club feet, where her ankle, her foot is kind of twisted towards the inside. So she had to wear a cast, and they had to change it every week for a couple of for at least 4 or 5 weeks. Now she just has to wear a brace to keep them in place, so her feet are straightened back up. So she's doing good.
That's good, man. Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Are you
Good to
planning?
hear that. Man. Good to hear that.
Are you planning on coming back, doing a comeback in a few months and be active maybe for like a few weeks and do a little bit of a video clip or something fun or entertaining or educational for us?
Well, depending on if they're gonna release me to work sooner than I thought, then it depends on that. If they tell me that I have to wait 4 weeks before going to work, towards the end where I can actually move around and do stuff, I was actually planning on doing that, make a little bit of content, which I owe it to everybody who's helped me out in the past. So yeah, I'm planning on doing that. Spend some time doing that. So, my interest got sparked by somebody that I ran into organically on social media. Somebody who I know started talking about flat Earth, and he's like 5 years behind. Like he was like showing autofocus pictures of the planets from a P900. He was talking about NASA documents that they admitted there was a flat, non-rotating Earth. All it was a instruction. Was it a paper about aerodynamics and nonlinear equations? And I was like, so I was calling out every single thing he was throwing. I was like, dude, I know more about flat Earth than you.
Some of them still try and use that. They still
yeah.
try and use that.
He was doing that. He did the whole Challenger. People that died are still alive, and it was pretty. Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, this joke is like 5 years behind.
Very quickly, we have here a bunch of people in the Discord, but we have Pronoun 1990, and he just wanted to remind everybody that his pronoun is idiot, and he's proud of it. And he gave me a $5 on PayPal. Thank you, Pronoun. Just in case, Carlos, you want to say hi to Pronoun, his pronoun is idiot. Thank you.
I'd rather not address him.
Oh man,
no,
good times. Yeah, doing a little bit of fun. What do you think, Carlos? Should I continue? Today's the first day that I embrace the globe cult, the globe as a cult. Anybody have done it, and we keep getting accused of the globe being a cult. I'm just gonna embrace it and run with it.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. We embrace the flat Earth cult.
Hey, right? See?
You know, it comes. I don't want to call it a allegedly cult. But so yeah, you know, we're very inclusive here at Jose's. You know, we will respect pronouns as you heard so far. So, you know, there's plenty of diversity. You know, we got skinny people, we got fat people, we got ugly people. You know, aka Stingray. You know, we're progressive here.
Yeah, we woke here, and we don't gonna insult you or call you a retard unless you really are a retard, you know. But we'll try to avoid all of that stuff.
So I'm over here trying to bait Stingray to on mute to address me, but he won't. But he's got more important things to do apparently.
You know who is usually lurking in the background in the YouTube chat box? Chris Berry, Soy Boy, is most of the time lurking in the background. He probably listening to you.
On the YouTube chat?
Yeah, on the YouTube. He haven't typed anything, but he's most of the time lurking in there.
Well,
you got a message for him? Take your time, man.
Yeah. You know, the challenge still up for debating me on whatever topic. I can't remember what the last topic was that we were going to debate on, but he backed down. He didn't want to. So. And also the what I was referring to earlier about running into a flat earther, you know, social media. And here are these.
Mr. Roboto. Check, Mr. Roboto. Was it me?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm good then.
Yeah, we lost him.
Yeah, we lost you, Carlos.
Yeah, I can still hear you guys fine.
Yeah, we thought Numballs just noticed before Carlos froze up that Carlos have picked up a new skill as a ventriloquist. Like he's out of sync the video what he was saying versus what we were seeing. So you're doing good in the ventriloquism, you know, area, Carlos. Shout out to you.
I remember one of his Carl. If you're still here, I remember that video you made where you were making a Christmas present, but he was making it with like duct tape and zip tie, like a present for like a present for a man or something. It was pretty funny.
I am I am here, right? My camera is up.
Yes.
Yeah, I see you.
Sorry.
Hey, Jose, how much background noise do I have? Can you hear me? Like
a little bit. Not too bad.
I went too far.
Because I'm on a treadmill. I'm on a treadmill. That's why.
Carlos is back.
Yeah, sorry. I went too far from the router. That 5G doesn't have as good range as the regular 2.4 gigahertz.
Right.
Yeah, I was saying, I remember that one video you made where you were making a Christmas present with the duct tape and the zip ties and stuff.
Yeah. I look thinner then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting back to that. I went from 44 size pants to a 38 now. So.
Oh, that's good stuff, man.
Carlos, I still got the squeaky earth, and it's strong and alive, and it's full of frogs. I don't know if you want to see the camera really quick. The frogs have populated the squeaky earth now.
I see the frogs.
See? They're populated squeaky earth. It's a whole family here. It still got a good ring to it. Strong ring. See, I got my generic microphone. It's good. It sounds better than this headset I was using.
Oh yeah.
It's the wind and the rain and all that shit, and the neighbors banging around. The wind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All is good. We're getting ready to get out of here. Let's keep it short, sweet, and precise. I'm gonna do some cooking. I don't know what yet, but I got a few things over there that I can improvise.
Look at Earth's life. He's getting after it. For
Who is
him.
getting after it?
Earth's life.
We.
Oh.
My camera is failing too.
Do you have a coquille?
I have a smart frog. This is a French. He's French. We.
It looks like cliche.
Oh no! Don't you say that.
That's what it reminds me of.
No, the French frogs don't have legs, don't you know?
Oh no! I didn't.
Mm-mm.
What shirt do I use? A large or X large?
That's large. No, that's XL right there.
This one is large.
Oh wow! Look at you.
It's a big large, but hey.
I used to be a big large.
See, I don't even know if it's
Nice. Here you go, Jose.
Yeah, but I got an
Oh,
X
you-
large.
you
X
are-
large fit well.
That's a picture of Stingray when he was a kid.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm not saying that. Let me see.
That's my favorite shirt.
Where's that picture? I didn't see it.
Hey, Carlos.
Stingray when he was an infant.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Ewok, right? That's the name.
Ewok, yeah.
Hey, Carlos, listen to this. I don't know if you were listening earlier or listening in the past few days to this argument that Gary was trying to put forth. Okay, if the sun is 4,000 miles above the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 4,000 miles away from it, from its ground position, it should be at 45 degrees, right?
Right.
Right. Now, if I raise up 2,000 miles, is it still going to be at 45 degrees?
Well, it depends because if you're not taking into account atmospheric lensing, you know, it will be. But yeah, no, it should not be. Should not
Right.
be.
Right.
I mean, that's
Right.
simple math.
I just want to
Exactly.
say something to the Ewok shirt wielding person. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you claim to be. But I've never seen you before, and I'd prefer that you don't discuss my heritage. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
This well-trimmed, slim, like good-looking with a good presence guy. Who is him, right? Anyways.
Love you too, Stingray.
Oh man. Did you miss Stingray, Carlos?
I did.
See?
I'm very happy to hear him. You know, just enlighten everybody regarding the physical and mathematical world. He's one of my favorite CG artists.
Yep. Carlos, you got a message from Cuso, Puerto Rico, in the chat box. He say, keep at it, Carlos. Yo pesaba 300 libras también y ahora peso 207. Te vas a sentir muchísimo mejor.
Yep. And he said he was 300 pounds. He's down to 207. And I'm going to feel a lot better. And my knees are going to be a lot better too. But that's one of the things that I noticed a lot. My knees were hurting and my back. So I was like, if I stay like this past 30, it's going to be really hard to go back. So I was able to lose all that weight. I'm only 32, so
I'm at 195. I'm at 195 now, and my body hurts, bro. I got a big belly.
Problem. I'm sorry, Jose.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I got all the weight is in my belly. I'm usually 180, 175 to 185, but with those extra pounds to 195, I kind of peak to 200, but I haven't been past 200 yet. But I feel it, the extra few pounds in my belly, bro.
My problem is gaining weight. I have the opposite. I can eat all the donuts and candy and junk food I want, but I can't gain any weight.
Yeah. That was me 20
That's
years ago.
bullshit.
That was me 20 years ago.
I call bullshit on it.
Oh, I mean, it's true. It's true.
Well, all that you want probably is not enough for you to gain weight.
I mean, if I eat an entire box of a dozen donuts, and then drink some chocolate milk, and eat a bunch of Skittles, every other day, you'd think I'd gain like 10 pounds, but I don't. I stay the same weight no matter what.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I'm gonna sign out.
Look up the video. There
Hold
is a
on.
video why skinny people are not fat, and
Did I
see
say-
how skinny people gain weight.
Did I hear you saying
I
you're gonna
think-
sign out, Carlos, or not? Did I hear?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Give me your final thoughts before we get out. We will continue. We'll stay a little bit longer, but wrap it up. Message for the audience and anything you want to say.
Yeah. Well, just I don't say I'm happy that the conversation is still going on, but I am happy that the same the same group of people are still hanging out and just being yourselves. Look forward to making some more interactions and more stuff regarding this. And glad to see Stingray still part of the clan.
Well, you did see what happened to Brandon, right, Carlos?
No, Brandon Toy.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He kind of just disappeared.
Did he convert?
He doesn't. Nah, he doesn't. Well, we don't know for sure. Now, I will say that someone in Discord told me they had screenshot where they were going to get screenshots of him saying that he went back to the globe, but he doesn't want to admit it publicly because of the some of the death threats that other flat earthers have gotten. That's what they told me. I don't know if that's a claim. I'm still waiting for those screenshots, so I'm not sure. But anyway, he doesn't do shows anymore.
Yeah.
He's kind of just falling off the map, pretty much.
Well, allegedly he's gone to the globe. Let's say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said people say he's still on Twitter, but doesn't talk about flat Earth anymore.
But he's alive. He's alive. That's what matters.
That's what
we
matters.
were worried for a little bit. We had a lot of losses, right? This past year, Carlos.
Rob Skiba, Sudrats.
Flat Earth Fokker, Subirat, yeah. GB Jedi, and a handful more.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the flat Earth a-hole, but no, you said flat Earth something else.
Fokker, flat Earth Fokker.
What's the guy's name? Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's cat, yeah, from this side. He passed away. He died, man. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just a few months ago. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was sad for everybody, for the community, even for us, the ones that I mean, we ended up bumping heads a little bit, but it was in a trolling way, I know he didn't hate me. I never hated him. Just burned him a little bit, and he burned me back. But it's big loss, big loss, because he was part of this corner of the YouTube. He was part of the hangout of the originals.
Gotcha. All right. Well, with that, I'll sign off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace, Carlos. Take care, brother. Good to see you, man.
Right, thank you for having me.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Big time. Well, I was told over here that I cannot end the show because Gary haven't getting his required abuse for the day today. Gary, you wanna have the floor for 5 extra minutes before we wrap up the show today?
Yep, and we'll go on mute so you can have your time to speak.
Pronoun gave me money. Did I say that Pronoun gave me money? Yeah, he gave me it. So everybody make sure that his pronoun is idiot. Pronoun, you happy with that?
I am perfect with that.
Very good, very well. Isn't that something? I see that. I see. Nestle Wipes posted pictures over here of his toys, his computer toys.
Oh yeah.
Working on his studio room looks like a mess
Ooh,
right now, but
nice.
yeah, you got it looking good, man. You got a good stuff.
What you got going on there? X570?
Good times.
Yeah, it's an X570. I'm
He
gonna
got
be
What
starting.
what type of
I'm gonna be starting a right wing YouTube channel because that's where the money's at.
Mm. I really like the keyboard, the piano. You make a little bit of music and beats and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that's kind of what I studied in university is like sonic art. So that's an old keyboard.
I like it.
Um, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Should we do final thoughts so we can get out of here? I think
No, Jose, we have to wait for Gary to come back.
we did the 2 hours. You guys can hang out here for as long as you want. Oh man. Let's wrap it up, guys. Chike, final thoughts, man.
Yeah, good show, Jose. I missed part of it, but the part I was here was pretty good. Thank
It
you.
was fun. Yep. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Discord user, your final thoughts. Thank you very much. Very well said. Well articulated. You got a solid tone of voice, man. Earth is alive. Final thoughts.
So I missed most of the beginning of the show because you started kind of early for me. I'll probably go back and listen. Um, yeah, I guess the Earth is still flat, and we still haven't figured out trigonometry for some reason. And Gary has all the answers according. Yeah, good show, Jose.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ed Freeze, final thoughts.
The Earth is not flat. Thank you very much.
Thank you and welcome to the Globe Cult. Farmer's Boy, final thoughts. Don't you agree that Discord user has a solid tone in the voice?
Yes, very. I'm mightily impressed. Yes.
Mm.
and it's nice that we can finally publicly, recognise that we are indeed in the Globe Cult. It's nice to be here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gotti, final thoughts. All right. Gotti phobic.
Hold on.
Gotti, you first. Yeah, go ahead.
Get the phone out of my pocket. Okay. They were trying to say earlier that the distance to the sun matters. Okay. As long as it's well above you, which it is at whatever I say it is, you can get the same elevation angles, perspective angles, or whatever you want to call them, or I call them. And you can get your latitudes, your 60, 60 nautical miles per degree, or your 69 miles per degree, all from the sun or from the star. The elevation angles work the same for either. You can, even though Polaris is supposedly at least 323 light years or 434 light years, depending on which scientist you ask and on which day you ask them, or the sun, which is only supposedly 93 million miles away, but you still get the same angles, you get the same results. So it's all bullshit on their part. It's simple elevation angles.
All right. Thank you for coming and stay as long as you want. As long as there's people here, there's always a discussion going on. Gary Phobic cannot speak right now, but he say that Lake Simcoe is not Hudson Bay. Remember, Lake Simcoe is not Hudson Bay. Thank you very much. Pronoun 1990. Final thoughts.
Good show as always. Thank you for letting me be part of the cult.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your support, man. I appreciate that a lot.
No problem, sir.
Right. And Sean Bro Smith.
Thanks, Jose. Not sure if you can hear me or not.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Um, yeah, so it absolutely does matter the distance to the sun. If you're taking an angle and you're saying that it's a smaller and local sun, then that angle is going to change as your elevation changes. So, I mean, it's basic trigonometry. This is goes to not even trigonometry but geometry. It's just that simple. Um, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Gary is equating this to the sun being a further distance than what Beeble had brought up as an example. But in the paper that I presented, that is basically sightseeing from from an elevation on land to a 20,000 foot height. And if you go up in elevation to 10,000 feet, that angle that you were looking at at the top of the building is going to be different than when you were looking at it from the ground. That's about all I got. Great show, Jose. Everybody out in the audience, if you're not a member or if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe. That's all I got. Thanks, Jose.
Thank you very much, Sean Smith. Very well spoken, and I appreciate you coming in, brother. We have Nestle Wipes for the final thoughts. Uh-oh. And the Stingray has left the building also. Thank you very much, everybody. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section when the video is up. Leave a like, share the show, and make sure that you are subscribed and the bell notification icon is on, because at any time, any day, the boom, the globe of the cult boom will be live, available for you, for everybody to join us on Discord. Hopefully, we'll get more people giving ideas on what kind of topics and presentations. If you guys got any presentation or something that you want to speak about and need airtime, let me know and I'll give you the floor. It's not the biggest audience, but you will be heard and you can use this platform to make your presentation, and you can clip it, grab it, cut it, and upload it on your own channel. It's all good. If anybody want to use any clips of these shows or videos, all I ask for is to link the video or the channel in the description box or in the comment section of your videos, and it's all good. You can use all my videos you want. No permission, no, don't ask for permission. If I find my videos flowing around and I see a link to my video or channel, it's all good. You got the green light to do that anytime. I'm gonna go inside and take care of my doggies and eat something. Maybe call my mom later and see how she is doing. If she snapped out of it and she can talk to me a little bit. And that's what you all should do. Take care of yourself. Make sure that your family is all good and well. If you got relative ones, call them, tell them you love them, hang out with them, spend time with each other. Take care. Jose JG out. Boom.